My name's Jeffrey Collins. I'm with the Associated Press, and this is the 11th execution I've covered in South Carolina. I've covered 9 lethal injection executions. I covered an execution in the electric chair in 2004, but this was the first firing squad execution I've ever covered because it is the first firing squad execution in the state of South Carolina and just the first since 2010 as well. You know, in this one, the curtain opens and Brad Sigman, who is the condemned inmate, he's strapped into a chair and there's a target over his heart. Once the hood was put over his head, it was about 90 seconds to about 2 minutes before the shots were fired. And during that time, there's a lot of anxiety. I mean, because obviously you could see that Brad Sigman was breathing very heavily. He was taking some very deep breaths. And so you're just waiting until you hear that sound. And when you finally did hear the crack of the gunfire, everyone in that room tensed up a little bit. I know, I flinched. I think everyone in that room flinched. I even heard a gasp. And then it's over. The state of South Carolina, through its elected representatives, decided a few years ago they wanted to include a firing squad in our execution methods. So my role is to tell people, if we're going to have the death penalty in this society, to be able to tell people what it looks like, what it sounds like, and what actually happens.
So South Carolina went back to unaliving people with a rifle. Listen, 3 people line up with a rifle.
They're all behind it. They're behind the wall, so they can't even. I don't think they can even see the person. And it's like 3 holes in the wall. While Buddy's sitting in the chair with a hood over his head. I think a hood over his head and the target on his heart. So they can't even see him.
He's strapped in the seat, so he can't even move. They don't want him to move because if he, they're trying to get rid of painful, lethal injections because the people that were having the lethal injections, they were convulsing and they were starting to say, hey, man, that's a sign of pain.
Yeah, like torture.
So that's what they were doing. They were torturing them. And they were like, we got to get rid of that. That's why they ended up going back to the firing squad.
And you had so many botched electric chair ones that literally people done caught fire, people done foamed out the mouth, take it off, still alive, like, whoa. A lot of torture, but he actually had the choice to choose between the 3. From what his lawyer said was he didn't want the lethal injection because he didn't want that stuff to rush fluid up to his whatever, whatnot, and he didn't want the electric chair because he said he didn't want to be fried alive. So he actually chose this method, the firing squad. Then they had to use 3 volunteer prison staff to do it.
That's crazy, and you usually never know. Because they usually wear masks. You're not supposed to know who's the one that actually does the lethal injection. So I could see why they would make sure no one knew who did the. Yeah. They're talking.
Yeah,
they're talking.
Yeah, because they stand behind this wall with all guns trained on, buddy. You don't know who got the shot. You just shoot and.
Listen, man, the Bible say, "Live by the sword, die by the sword."
Real.
And what do rappers turn it? Live by the gun, die by the gun.
Real.
You're in South Carolina and you're taking people's lives. This is the outcome right now.
Yeah, because his particular story was back in 2001. Brad Sigman, he actually unalived his ex-girlfriend parents. He said his plan was allegedly to go take the ex-girlfriend out on a trip, romantic weekend, and then after the trip was finished, he was going to unalive her, then unalive himself. But when he got to the crib to pick her up, the plan got botched, and that's when he just unalived the father and mother. And that's what he was convicted for, that particular charge right there. But a lot of people don't believe in the unalive penalty.
Yeah.
I believe in it.
I believe in it.
I believe in it. Reason why I believe in it, because even if I am the inmate,
crazy people.
If I'm the inmate, I don't want to. If I get sentenced to life in prison, I don't want to be here for life.
Yeah, but some people beg for their life. That literally was getting executed and was like, I don't want to die, I don't want to die.
I don't want to be here, and and if I know I'm done and I ain't got no more fighting chance, don't wait 15 to 30 years to finally execute me. Let's get this over with.
I'm going to tell y'all something else, though. We still haven't did this video. Do you know how many innocent people have been found innocent after they executed them?
Yep.
People came out later, after they done passed away, and came out later and said, I was the one that committed that crime. After they executed them. Lethal injection, electric chair, firing squad.
Now, if I know I'm innocent, I'm trying to fight. Give me my whole time to fight. But if I know I did it, I'm just going to tell you straight, hey, man, can't we just run this like next week? Hey man, prison is lame as hell, and they get to sit on the floor by themselves. Come on, they like in confinement, ain't it?
Yeah. In the state of Florida, death row, it's a crazy wing, bruh. It's a crazy wing. But they all got TVs. They all up till 2 in the morning. First time I was ever on death row was Wax Squad with Sergeant
Yeah,
Edie.
yeah.
So I just get the FSP main unit. Um, the open population ain't in blues, they in reds. You
Okay.
seen my prison
Yeah.
pictures in reds? They in reds. So my first job was Wax Squad. They come in the middle of the night to get you. Everybody on death row awake, bruh. Everybody on death row's awake watching TV.
Chilling.
I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit.
Say they got a lot of money too.
Paul Walsh, shout out to my dog in Daytona. You know who I'm talking about, White Boy Matt. So he worked death row canteen, bruh. So for the visitation and stuff, death row visitation, they got shackles on their legs still. So the whole time during visitation, they keep the shackles on the legs. So I'm West Door orderly at the time. Got to sweep them out the hallways right here, outside, like the whole wings. You know what I'm saying? Except for like from CM all the way down, there's bars that is separated. So he like, bruh, this my dog. This who I'm hustling with at the main unit. So he like, hey, bruh, I'm finna get you to come into death row today. It's the weekend. So I'm like, oh, straight.
Go back
You know
there,
what I'm
man.
saying? But I don't know. You know, you thinking the worst
Yeah,
because
right.
they're on death row. And he like, bruh, it ain't what you think. I promise. So he ordered some trays. So he ordered some food trays. I take them back there and stuff. Bro, when I go in there, everybody just hanging out, vibing. There was people like, bro, you hungry? You want something to eat, bro? You straight? And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? In my head, I'm like, bro, I don't want no hamburger from your ass, bro.
Fuck no.
What was that?
Scared? Hell no. What you been putting that motherfucker some rat poison?
But they relied on us, the orderlies, because we were the ones able to move around. We got them the tunchi, we got them whatever they needed, cigarettes, whatever. It had to come from us. You feel me? Because we were the ones that did the laundry, food service. We was doing all the legal work, everything, bro. The open population took care of all the whole CM and death row. You know what I'm saying? But bro, they keep tabs of the people that's on death row. And when they do unalive someone, they shut everything's early.
Yeah.
You go to
Remember that?
oh yeah, they even do it at the at the West Unit. You go to breakfast at 3 in the morning. You go to lunch at like 10 in the morning. You go to dinner at like 2 in the morning. It's a wrap. They close the compound down to execute someone.
Say be
You know
having
what I'm
because all
saying?
them protesters be outside and stuff too.
And then you got the governors and mayors. You got politicians. They have to come there to make sure no one breaks the law. Everything has to be done accordingly to the law.
Alright, so how you feel about this one that our president, Mr. Trump, trying to say he wanna do an automatic unalive penalty for people that unalive officers and also automatic unalive penalties for drug dealers.
I agree.
For drug dealers?
Yeah, I agree.
For drug dealers?
I agree.
Damn.
Listen, why, bruh? Let me tell you how smart this is, bruh. Think about it like this. The man say, bruh, all these drugs coming in from Mexico. I'm putting tariffs on Mexico. I don't give a fuck. What did the Mexican president do? She started snapping. Oh, if you want and she try to make herself look masculine. He don't scare me type of person. Trump don't give a fuck. This man is a businessman.
Yes.
He's a master negotiator. He's selling skyscrapers, bruh. I don't agree with everything this man do, but damn, I'll be damn if I don't respect the entrepreneur in him, and I'm an entrepreneur. You feel me?
You got to respect that. You have
The
to.
man is so raw at negotiating. Listen what he do, bruh. He said, I put these tariffs on Canada. I put these tariffs until they start getting everything in line, because what y'all got going on is bullshit. What y'all got going on was bullshit. It was everything like how America was feeling it with Biden. That's what's going on in Mexico. That's what's going on in Canada with Trudeau. Everybody the people ain't feeling it. So they're like, man, there's some crazy shit going on. So get what he say. Y'all don't want to act right. Y'all want to get right. Okay. Y'all want to keep sending drugs to our border because the cartel will send it to Canada because they can slide it through the lakes. You feel me? So they on their ass about this shit. What do? I'm put tariffs on to one. How the fuck you get up there, show your ass on live TV, then the next day within 24 hours, you got, it was like 8 of the top cartel people coming to the border, bruh. She brought them for Trump. Here, these are the top people in the cartel right now. So you knew where these people were at the whole
Yeah, they
fucking
know.
time. So this my thing.
Allegedly, I don't know.
So it's the threat of Trump that scares people. So if Trump say, bruh, drugs, death penalty, how much do you think the drug crime gonna decrease?
It got to go down. It's got to go down.
That shit finna decrease, bruh. Bitch finna a motherfucker gonna say, bruh, I'm not selling drugs, bruh. It's not. I'm not. It probably is not gonna be for weed. It's probably not gonna be for coke. It's probably not gonna be for what I'm saying. But opiates, fat, all that type of stuff, bruh. He probably gonna push that. He's probably gonna push that, bruh. Anything you could overdose on, he probably gonna push it. If you could die, you could. You know what I'm saying? Because they said that like the average fat pusher kills like 500 people, bruh.
Yeah.
One person killing 500 people. You know what I'm saying?
The only reason why I don't agree with it.
People choose to take it.
That's the only reason why.
You gonna find out where to get it.
They choose to take it. I'm not forcing on it. If that's the case, I feel like I'm on the side of. I feel like a lot of times drug dealers catch too much time. I'm like,
Right.
why are you catching so much? I understand there's different levels.
Man, I seen someone doing 17 years for weed, bro.
They catch too much time. I understand what they're saying. How many lives he ruined? No. How many lives has McDonald's ruined? How many lives has alcohol ruined? How many lives has what is called cigarettes ruined?
Saw what the president of Colombia said.
What'd he say?
Cocaine just like alcohol.
It ain't all that stuff to say. All that stuff killing you. If you got these people sitting here overdosing on Burger King and Mickey D's, they are killing you with these stuff they putting in this food.
But this the
But
thing
they can
though.
tax on it.
The crime rate is extremely high, not because of fast food, bro, but because of drugs. Cause the motherfucker that's addicted to drugs gonna go out there.
Of course,
They gonna go out there and commit crimes.
Of
This is
course.
why it's illegal to sell drugs. Cause bitches is in here. A junkie will break into a house and
Quickly.
steal everybody's shit out the house.
Gotta have that fixed.
TVs, everything.
fixed.
Bruh, so one of my business partners, Clarence, bruh, his house was broken before. And I could imagine, cause he's like, bruh, he was like, the worst part about it was his daughter. Cause she's like, why they pick our house, Dad? She felt like they were targeted. And he was like, I don't know. He don't do nothing. They don't do drugs. This a Christian family, you feel me? They don't do nothing, bruh. So I mean, the type of mentality you just put these kids in fear. They stay in the middle of the hood already, bruh. And now you don't target these people, you feel me? You done chose these people to and they don't do nothing. They don't go out their way. They don't do drugs. No, none of that shit, bruh.
That's scary.
So I mean, a person that's gonna do drugs, addicted to drugs, if they can't get their life together because they're on drugs, I'ma tell you, the recidivism rate is so high because of drugs,
Yes,
man.
sir. That's
The
that's one of the
recidivism
worst.
rate is high. This why I back what he's saying about put the fear in them. The less a motherfucker sell drugs, the less people go to prison, bro. Cause guess what? It's gonna make people not want to sell drugs, and it's gonna keep people off drugs because it's gonna be harder to get.
Yeah.
So supply and demand, bro. I'm an entrepreneur. This is the main point I was trying to make. Guess what's gonna happen if less people is
Well, the price is finna shoot
the
up like
price
a
is
mug.
finna
Come on,
man. You
I'm
can't
just
crackers
getting
ain't
my
affording
whole
this.
life.
You
Come
feel
on,
me?
man.
Bases ain't affording this. So people gonna actually be able to finally get their life together because drugs ain't gonna be. If you don't know anything about prison, drugs is everywhere in prison.
Yeah.
Just because you went to prison don't mean you escaping drugs.
Nah.
So when people get out, guess what? Their habit never went anywhere because they was in there doing the same drugs. But if it's harder to get, bruh, because you got time to think in prison and get your mind right. If you don't know, our biggest, come on, bro, show on the shirt, bro. Lower recidivism. This our movement. Lower the recidivism rate. This is what we trying to do. Both of us convicted felons. Yeah, man, I back that shit. Is it sad? It is because, man.
Some folks finna get caught in the crossfire. I feel like a lot of folks finna get caught in the crossfire if it do go through. They finna get caught in the crossfire and like, damn, man, you will unalive him, but you won't unalive a child predator.
That is crazy.
That's what kills me.
I don't agree with that.
Like you will
You
take
need to
him, but
take
you
their
won't
life
take
too.
the child predator. Like
Take
you won't.
their life too.
That should be automatic as well. If you're found guilty, and you know you're guilty to the dead wrong, that's my opinion. Just my opinion only.
That's a bar.
You should be automatically. But now, what about he say if you unalive a police
Damn, that's
officer?
a bar. I agree with that.
I mean, what they been doing? If I
thought they gave him the death penalty.
That's what I thought. I mean, what did you say? If I ever, upon myself saying, I'm finna A police officer, I kind of know I'm done for.
So what's going on because of Chicago and Detroit and all these cities that are just keep getting worse, right? It's getting out of control. They're running up, killing police on the side of the road. You feel me? But what happens? Now these cities are turning into Gotham, bro. It's Batman.
Damn.
You feel me? And now you're gonna need all the help you could get because nobody wants to be police officers. If no one wants to be police officers, guess what happened to the police academies? They start hiring anybody, and this why all the cities where the police start getting crooked and crooked, cause they'll hire anybody.
Yeah.
They don't care. They need help.
Yeah.
They need help. So they already do that. I have never heard of someone unaliving a police officer and not catching the death penalty.
Done for.
So they're already doing that. But to make it mandatory is a bold statement to people saying, leave them alone, because no one wants to be police anymore.
Yeah.
Only people that really want to be police is what? The motherfuckers that grew up in that shit. They uncle and they dad and they grandpa or whatever was a police officer. Their mama, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's coming down to. You just got to go look at the rates of the numbers. Don't nobody want to do that shit no more, bruh. Because guess what? Everybody against the police. That's the movement. The culture is what? Fuck the police.
We all know that. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the culture. The culture
Got to
pushed
know
that
that.
shit. My whole childhood, that's all I knew. But fuck the police.
Got to know that.
I grew up on Boots and Wavy, bruh.
Me?
Fuck the police.
Ain't Gucci.
And guess what? I don't stand for that. So I don't want you to think just because I grew up on that type of time, I'm still on it. I'm not. I want police.
Got to have them.
If I get in a sticky situation and I need their help, I want to be able to call.
Who you gonna call?
Call someone reliable. You know what I'm saying?
We just want police to do a better
If my
job.
lady get in a situation, I want her to be able to call, especially because a motherfucker be out of town too. Shit, I need her to be able to call someone.
Gotta have the police on there. I don't care what nobody
Come
say.
on, man.
Gotta have them. We just want them to do a better job, of course, and treat people more fairly and get way better training.
Because y'all already hiring anybody. So imagine what's gonna happen if. Imagine what's gonna happen, bro. If all these major cities, Atlanta, you see what LA halfway burned down. Imagine they get nothing but more crooked cops. 'Cause I guarantee all these cities already got crooked cops. We see them come out all the time, police abusing their power.
Yes.
It was just a police officer that just overdosed. He thought it was meth. They shook him down, took his drugs. I read the report. They were saying he overdosed on meth, but the report said it came back as fat. He thought it was meth. He went in the bathroom at the police station, bro. Went in the bathroom, tried to do this dude's drugs that he just busted him with. Come to find out it was fat, overdose, bro. And I think he unalive. So you already getting crooked police officers. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, I gotta back that shit, man. Because in the end, it lowers the recidivism rate, bro.
That's our main message, man. Low recidivism.
So, is it unfortunate? Is it sad? And if all these other places start going back to the firing squad, because now that they're back, they're going to look at lethal injection in all these other states.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it does cause pain, you can't kill someone by torturing them. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be
That's like
split second
part of the
over with.
Constitution, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But lower the recidivism rate.
And just make your last
'Cause
point.
we
Trump did say it's some other country who already implemented this, who already does this, and say they drug rates and crime rates are down.
Who was it?
I can't remember, so I ain't gonna say it because I can't remember what he said, but Trump
Bruh,
said it.
that's common. It make perfect sense,
He
bruh.
said
That make
it's
perfect
down.
sense.
That's what he said. I ain't fact checking. I don't fact check a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie. I see it on Instagram. He said it's down.
It make perfect sense, bro.
But it doesn't make sense though. It does make sense. You already know what it is, man.
Lord, don't commit crimes, bro.